Hello everyone, this is horror author James Hershey Jr. from the Staring into Abyss radio show. What a lot of you might not know about me is I am also a gamer. I've been playing games since I was a little kid. And this game right here is my new obsession. I cannot get enough of this thing. I've been playing it ever since I bought it a couple days ago. The game is called SnowRunner. And as you can see, I've done a little bit already. But I'm not very far into this game. Now if we look at the map here, you can see the black areas up top and around the corners have not been unlocked yet. And there are upgrades left and one or two watchtowers that I have to do yet. And I figured I'd kind of bring you guys along on this journey. And there's 3 or 4 different locations. You can do Michigan, you can do Alaska, you can do Russia. So there's a ton of content and there's multiple maps per location. So it's going to be pretty awesome. So there's a whole bunch of game left to play. This is just the beginning. The only reason that I did a little bit of this beforehand was to just open up the map a little bit. I did a couple bridges to link them up so I could travel. Because otherwise it would just be nothing but driving around and trying to unlock things. So we're going to take a little ride and we're going to get muddy today. This is going to be a hell of a lot of fun. This is my orange pickup truck. This is the truck that you start with. I added in the bed of the truck there, damn bush, I added in the bed of the truck there a little supply thing so I can refuel so I don't run out of gas while I'm out in the woods somewhere. And I added a snorkel so that in case I have to go through deep water, I won't end up drowning the engine out and just being stuck. But other than that, it's pretty much stock, just the way it is. It hasn't been raised yet, there's not a new engine yet, there's nothing like that going on. So we're going to see how it does. You can see here we're running in a little bit of mud, but it's handling itself pretty good. Now, full disclosure, I have not played the MudRunner game, which is the first game to this. This is SnowRunner, the sequel. So this is all going to be fresh for me. I don't have a basis in MudRunner to tell you, oh man, MudRunner's this amazing game and now I can't wait for SnowRunner. It's my first time with it. But I do have a lot of experience with actual off-roading in real life. As you all know from the radio show, I am a redneck and I live out in the mountains. So this is not going to be something I'm unfamiliar with. And like most rednecks, when I'm younger, I'm mud bogging. I did it a whole bunch. I'm so crazy, I went mud bogging in a Chevrolet Impala and got that thing stuck up to the door handles. It was glorious. So we're going to have some fun today. My first take on this as I started playing it was the vehicles are kind of hard to control when you drive. They tend to sway a little bit. But that's okay. You don't have a whole lot of pavement on this game, so a lot of the times you're in mud, so you're going to have some swaying anyway. I'll be interested to see if we get stuck today. Chances are we will, because I'm not very, as soon as I say that, I pretty much get stuck. Goodness, this is some deep-ass mud. Let's see if I can get in here close so you can see. Wrong side. There we go. Look how deep that is. That is almost up to the wheel wells. But old girl's doing good, though, man. She's pulling right through her. Now, I have the ability to lock in all-wheel drive on this truck. I also have the ability to shift into low gear. And in some vehicles, you can turn your diff lock on as well, but this one does not have that option. I don't know if I can unlock it. I'm pretty sure I can unlock it later, but as of now, it doesn't have it. But hell, I didn't even have to go into all-wheel drive there to get out of that. I mean, it was a pretty good rut, pretty nice mud, and I was able to pull right through. But anyway, what I was saying is I have experience in real life off-roading and mud bogging and stuff like that, and it's a hell of a lot of fun. And one other thing about me is I don't drive slow. I like to get places in a hurry, so I'm not going to be pussyfooting around up in the mountains trying to go super slow and be really, really careful. I'm going to haul ass through this stuff, and we're going to see what happens. I might go flying off the side of a mountain. Who knows? I've been through some mud, unlocking some things, but most of the stuff I've done so far on this game has been on pavement. I've gone into a little bit of mud, but I haven't been way up deep in the mountains yet on these tiny little trails and stuff, so we'll see. I'm interested to find out how realistic this is going to feel, and I think I went the wrong way, guys. Let me back up. scrape the side of the paint. That's okay. It'll be covered in mud. You'll never... Damn, my bumper. You'll never be able to notice anyway. Alright, here we go. We're going the right way now. Now, I'm interested to see how real this feels, how the truck reacts. I'll also be interested to see if there's a whole lot of boulders and stuff up here. Because I think this is the spot here. Oh my god, look at that. That is some water there. That is... I think I can roll right in the middle of that, guys. What do you think? You think she'll make it up there? Or you think I'm going to end up stuck real quick? Let's see here. Going up. Yeah, she's sluggish as hell. She's spinning. Oh, she got it. Look at that. Look at her go. She's a champion. There ain't too many things. Oh, shit. As soon as I said that, I get stuck. There aren't too many things that... Look at them wheels spin, guys. There aren't too many things a redneck can't do in a truck. So, one way or the other, I'm getting up this damn mountain today. I might have to turn... I turned my all-wheel drive on. I might have to leave that on. We'll see. It's going to burn more gas if I leave it on. And fuel is definitely going to be a problem, I think. So, oh, here's some boulders. I was talking about that earlier. See how it reacts when I go over top of... Whoa! That's not too bad. Well, there I go spinning. Yeah, it's not that... Whoa! It's not that bad. Come on, stop freaking out. So, as I'm saying, we're getting up this mountain one way or the other. I also have a winch on the front of the truck, so if I get in real bad trouble and I really get myself good and stuck, or if I kind of do a swan dive off the side of the mountain and go rolling down the hill or something, I will be able to get myself out. Now, there you saw the blue line is the route. You can set your routes so you know where you're going, and it'll make things appear on the screen. You can see over on the left side of the screen here, that little blue dot with an arrow pointing. That's telling me where my marker is. Kind of give me a sense of direction here. Yeah, it's getting pretty rocky, so we're going to see what happens here. It looks pretty nasty through here. Not really a whole lot of mud, but that looks like solid rock there. Looks like I'm just going to go over like a boulder or something, like a rock shelf. We'll see how she rolls. Oh, this pickup takes it like a champ. Now, I've read a lot of reviews on this game, and there's been people that are saying it's impossible to control, and you get stuck every 5 seconds, but so far I haven't had too much problem. Now, like I said, everything I've done unlocking before I started recording was really just on pavement. It wasn't a whole lot of mud bogging. So here's a watchtower. This is what happens when you unlock them. I've done several of these already to open up some of the map. So it just gives you a little overview. And then as I pull the map up here, you can see it's unlocked. Some of that black section that was there before is now lightened up so I can see. And it makes all the things appear on the map. So here we see we have an upgrade up there. And over here is where we are now. And I'm going to set my route here so that I can get over to that upgrade. Now, it's important when I set this that I set it at the junction and I set a little bit past, because otherwise I get going too fast and I don't pay much attention and I drive right by the damn road. And the problem is when you drive right by the damn road is sometimes in these places it's hard to turn around when you get up here because there's not a whole lot of room. And if I drive right past it, and it's a muddy area, I might not even be able to back up. So that's why I set the routes. A lot of people do this without routes. They like to look at the map once and then drive all the way there, but I just don't think I could do that, to be honest with you. I think I would end up completely lost. So we got our route set, and we're going to head over and check out this upgrade and see what it is. Now, see, the upgrades you get are for all kinds of different vehicles. So it might be an upgrade for a vehicle that you don't even have. So, in other words, you've wasted a whole bunch of time going over and getting it. But if you get that vehicle in the future, you'll have that upgrade unlocked and you'll be able to put it on the vehicle. Yeah, she's going over these rocks like it's nothing. Now here is the turn. Now you see how easy that would have been to miss? But see, I've set it there and I've set it real close so that I could see it, so I know I was supposed to turn there. Because otherwise I'd have drove right past that thing. Yeah, it's getting a little more closed in here, guys. Mud never hurt nobody. Now, one problem I can already see I'm going to probably have here is losing the road, because there's not much of a road to see. It's a little dirt path, and especially as the day goes on. Well, see, it kind of disappeared already. Am I supposed to go through there? No, this truck can't fit through there, can it? Come on, baby. Whoa, not up over the rock. Come on, you can do her. Get up in there. Oh, I'm gonna pop my tires. There we go. Yeah, we squeezed through there. I'll tell you one thing. If this was real life, my old lady would kick my ass when I came home in this truck. Because it would be scratched all to hell. Scooting through there, man. I would have ripped the paint right off the side of there. It's doing a pretty good job, but one thing I've noticed is when you go over these rocks, it kind of knocks the ass end of the truck out, and you kind of go all squirrely. So I can see that potentially being a huge, huge problem if I end up on a very, very narrow area. So far, it hasn't been that bad other than that one little pinch spot. And I haven't really hit any real deep, deep mud either. I mean, there's little muddy spots that slow me down a little bit, but I haven't really gotten into a real bad, real boggy place. And right up here, I'm already at the upgrade. It looks like it's right up here by this building here. Yep, see, there she is. Now, if I stop here, you can go actually see, well, you could have saw, but I rolled down the hill backwards. Well, I got the upgrade. I don't know what it was, because I wasn't able to hit the button because I didn't set my handbrake, and I rolled backwards like a dummy. But later on, after we get maybe another watchtower, and then see if there's anything else that gets unlocked. So here's the watchtower way over there I can go to. So we'll do a couple more of these, and then I will head back to the garage. And once we get to the garage, you can see the upgrade screen, and you can customize your vehicle, add all kinds of really cool stuff to it, and just make it badass. You can paint it, you can add new tires, all kinds of cool stuff. So once we get to that area, we'll be able to see if anything has been unlocked for the vehicles that we currently own. Right now I have the pickup truck. I have one truck to haul freight on that is like a semi truck kind of thing, and that's it. I believe that's all I have right now. It's just the one pickup truck and the one freight truck. I had one other freight truck I found, but I'm pretty sure I sold it to buy the truck that I have now. So we will head down to this other watchtower. It'll be interesting to see if I can get back through that pinch point, if I have to go back through there. Hell, I might drive right over this cliff. What do you think? I wonder if I can get down there. Let me go over here and take a look. I might be able to drive down there. No, well, no. Nah, it ain't gonna work. Because what'll happen is I'll go over that side. Well, maybe down there. Ah, hell with it. I'll probably end up going down that side and get stuck behind one of them rocks and never get back out. Now, if that happens and you get stuck and you can't move, you got a couple options. You can either bring another vehicle in, hook up your winch, and try to pull yourself out, or you can simply recover your vehicle. When you pick the recover your vehicle option, it just sends you back to your garage and you have to drive all the way back out here again. I'm going to try to avoid both of those things. Now, I will recover my vehicle when I'm done with something and I want to get back to the garage quick so I don't have to drive all that way, because I don't want to waste time and I'm kind of lazy when it comes to that. So I'll recover the vehicle then. But I'm going to try not to recover the vehicle because I get stuck. If I get stuck, I'm going to try to get unstuck, and we'll see what happens. I do have off-roading experience, so I kind of know what I'm doing. If the game is, as soon as I say I know what I'm doing, I crash right into a rock, right? Isn't that the way it always works? Now, what you saw there that came up, it shows that you've done damage to your engine. So I did 2 points of damage to my engine. Now, once I go back to the garage, all that'll be repaired. So that's not a huge deal, as long as I don't do too much damage to where it gets all messed up. I might drive down through. Is that where I'm even going, though? I don't know. I better stick to my course. See, I'm real likely to just hop off a cliff and drive down to the woods and try to find a shorter path sometimes. But the problem with that is if I do, and it's not where I'm supposed to be going, I'm in deep kimchi, as they say. So right over here is a gas station, so I'm going to pull in here and go ahead and fill up, because I've already used half my fuel just getting that one upgrade. And one thing I know for certain is if you run out of gas, you're out of luck. You got to recover your vehicle, or you have to put a fuel tank on the back of your semi and drive it out and refill your truck. And that's expensive, and it's a pain in the ass. So anytime I see a gas station, I'm going to stop and get gas. The gas on this game is free, which is awesome. So that means you don't have to spend any money you earn on gas. They just fill it up for you, which is sweet. It'd be nice if that was the way it was in real life too, wouldn't it? You just drive up to the gas station and pick up fuel whenever you need it. So we're coming in through town. In here in the middle of town is where you pick up like metal pipes and stuff like that to build bridges. And then there's a brick factory and several different places where you pick up stuff. I haven't done a ton of the missions yet. All I really did was build a couple bridges so that I could get to other portions of the map to unlock them, so that when we did this, you could actually see the map. So because when you first start, it's completely black. I never stop for cone. Whoa! I almost took out that pole, dude. Did you see that? I never stop for cones. So here we go. We're heading out through the other side of town, and that's a lot of water. I hope I don't have to go through that, because it looks like right up there is the watchtower. So that's not going to be that bad at all, really, as long as I can get through this mud. But there's some ruts here, but it doesn't look like it's going to be that difficult. Of course. Come on. That difficult. Let me see. Make sure that that's where I'm going. Set it there. Turn. And right there, yeah, it appears that that is the watchtower that I saw. Let's see there. Yeah, that's it. So we're just going to roll right to that. That's going to be quick and easy then. And then maybe we'll hit another upgrade, or maybe we'll look and see if there's any vehicles. Because another cool thing about this game is there will be abandoned vehicles that are all busted up and broken down, that are just stuck in the mud somewhere. And you can, if you can get to it and you can unlock it, it's yours. You just salvage it. Now you have to kind of recover it back to your garage so that you can fix it, so that you can actually drive the thing. Usually, sometimes they're in working order, but most times they're not. Yeah, this is deep. I think I'll get through this though. I have it in all-wheel drive. She is moving, so as long as I don't do anything stupid like run into the water or run into the rock there, yeah, I'm golden. I am golden. Okay. So there's another watchtower done. This game is breathtakingly beautiful too. That's one thing I love about this game. I am a sucker for the mountains and for the country. I love trees. I love forest. I love mountains. I love water. I love being out in nature. And that's one thing I absolutely love about this game. I play another game called Farming Simulator, and I might do some videos for that game as well. Who knows? Because I play a lot of video games, guys. I do the radio show. I write books. And when I'm not doing that, on my downtime, I just play video games because I really enjoy it, and it's a nice, stress-relieving, peaceful thing to do. So I might as well record it when I'm doing it. I have the ability and the technology to do so, so I might as well record them and make some videos out of them and give you guys some more content to watch, and you get to know me a little bit better. Because you see me on the show, I'm real serious. I'm straight about facts all the time. But there's a lot more to me than just that. I'm a fun guy, I'm a funny guy, and I really have a lot of fun doing things like this. Now, this isn't everybody's cup of tea. You know, I see a lot of people like Call of Duty and those kind of games. I play them now and again. But I like games like this that are laid back and chill, and you can just have a good old time. And there's nothing wrong with getting a little dirty and getting in the mud. That is a hell of a lot of fun in real life, and it's a hell of a lot of fun on a video game, too. So one thing about this game, if you decide to play it, that you will quickly learn is hours and hours and hours can go by and you don't even realize, because you're just lost in this world, and it is a beautiful world to be lost in. Now I think most likely I'm going to end up stuck here, maybe. She seems to be moving pretty good, but that's a hell of a lot of water in front of me. I guess it all depends on what's underneath there and how deep it is. We shall see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is... Now see, you guys can't feel what I can feel. But it is sluggish as hell. And I don't think she's going anywhere. Now, I'm going to try to put her in all-wheel drive, maybe, and see if I can get out that way. If not, I guess I use my winch. You guys will get to see that for the first time. I don't know if this is going to move or not. We got her in all-wheel drive. I'm giving her hell. Yeah, we're inching forwards. I think we'll get out of here. Come on, baby. Yeah. I imagine before this episode is over, you are going to see me have to use the winch. So far, I've been able to make it through just about everything. But there will come a time in this episode, I guarantee it, where I'm going to get good and stuck. And there is going to be no getting out unless I use the winch. Now, the winch is a very useful tool, but it's also kind of complicated in a way because you have to make sure what you're using is going to be strong enough to pull your truck. Because you're pulling against that to yank your truck up out of the mud or off a cliff or wherever you are. And if you use too small of a tree or something like that, you're going to break it. And even worse things could end up happening to you. Now, it's starting to get a little bit dark. And I could speed up time. You have that option on this game to where I can speed it right up to the morning again. But I think I'm gonna play on a little bit here so that you can see the evening, and I'll even fast forward once it gets a little bit later in the evening to the nighttime so you can see that. And it's really neat. I like the daytime the best because I like to be able to see where I'm going, and as you can see, it's getting dark. And especially if you're watching this, oh my god, I'm good and stuck. Especially if you're watching this, you're going to want to see what's going on. So I won't leave it dark for very long, I promise you. But I want you to be able to experience that. Yeah, I am stuck. Let's put her in all-wheel drive and see if I can pull her out that way. Yeah, she's inching forward. Look at all the mud on the side of my truck. Isn't that glorious? Yeah, I am stuck. Let's try to put her down into low and see what that does. Now, low in real life, sometimes that doesn't work. Sometimes that'll just make you spin worse. It all depends on the situation. So, yeah, and it did nothing here. I went nowhere. So we're going to stay with all-wheel drive and regular. And you might get to see the winch here if I can't get her moving. Because I am stuck good. I'm spinning tires. There's the headlights. I'll turn those on for you. Maybe that'll help you see a little bit. Yep, there we go. So when you shoot your winch, you can either do a quick winch like I just did, where you just kind of aim your view at a tree or an object and you can winch to it. Or there's a whole winch menu that you can pull up and choose from various different winch points and all that. I like using a quick winch because it just kind of keeps it moving. But at some point during the video, if I remember, I will do the full winch menu for you so you get to see that as well. This is a really, really awesome game. I really like it. I think I just almost flipped my truck there. One thing a lot of people don't realize is it's difficult to pay attention and play and also try to have a conversation at the same time. Yeah, see, it's getting pretty dark. I can't even really see the road in front of me. So we might just have to, there we go, we'll switch it up. See, when you skip time, what happens is it moves forward. So you go from morning to afternoon, afternoon to evening, evening to night. That was evening, now we're going to go to night here. This is what it looks like at night. Okay, I'm going to leave it just for a minute and try to get up this hill in the dark so that you can see what the nighttime on this game looks like. Where my headlights are, I can see. But I can't see what's coming up, I can't see what's around me, and I can't see where I'm going sometimes. As you saw, I just went the wrong damn way. I tried to go right the side of that mountain. So if I make it to the top of this, when I get up there, I will switch it back to morning so that you can see everything a lot better. There we go. I'm just going to go ahead and switch it now because I'm afraid if I can't see what I'm doing, I'm going to go right off the side there, and that's going to suck. Because I don't know how far down that is, but it looks like it's pretty far. And I think I will destroy my truck, and I will have to recover it, and then I'll have to drive all the way back over here. And we don't want that. This is narrow, guys. This is about as wide, maybe a little bit wider than my truck. And the thing that you can't feel by watching this is how loose this is. I'm sliding all over the damn place. You slide left, you slide right. Every time you hit the accelerator, you're moving. So this is going to be a challenge just trying to stay on this little road here without flying off the side. As you can see down there, it's a good distance down there to them trees. And I think that would definitely mess the truck up. See how it reacts to the little rocks and the boulders? That is so cool. It actually bounces you sideways and the boulder moves. So potentially I could spend some time if I wanted to up here with the truck just kind of pushing the boulders out of the way so that they're not in the way when I come through with the cargo. Because one thing I learned earlier, I wish I'd have been recording for this because it literally happened right before I started recording. I was fixing this one bridge so that I could get over here to film this for you guys, and I flipped my cargo truck on its side. Now it didn't go all the way upside down. I was able to fix it, but I was hauling concrete blocks and they fell off, and I had to go all the way back across the map and get more to bring all the way back. I was highly pissed off because there's no way to pick it up. I guess there is. You can buy a crane for your truck, so maybe if I'd have done that I could have picked them up, but I didn't think about it until it was too late. We got up there. Looks like we have a new vehicle up here. That is awesome. Now you'll get to see what I was talking about. It'll say new truck discovered, and I'll actually be able to switch to this truck. So I'll bring up my menu, and I go down here to change truck, and I select Scout, and now this is my truck. I now own this. And it looks like a Bronco almost, basically, but the ass end of it is really low. That might be a problem later on. We'll see. Let's find something that we can do with this thing and kind of put it through its paces and see what it can do. We obviously have to drive back down the way we came, but let's see if there's something easy we can pick up, maybe another watchtower or an upgrade or something like that. If we can find something quick that we can do like that, that's a decent little distance away, then we can really test this thing out and see what it does. Let's see, I can go down this menu on the side here too. That's probably smarter than going all over the map. Yeah, we have an upgrade available, so it's right there, and I'm not too far away from that actually. I'll be able to go down the path and a little ways and back up a mountain, so that'll work. Yeah, we'll do that, and we will see what this thing can do. We'll see if it's going to be something that I'm going to want to keep and customize and make better, or if I just want to sell it to buy more upgrades for my other trucks. It looks like a Bronco to me, and it says it's named Scout, so I imagine the idea is that you're going to use that vehicle to do what I'm doing now in my pickup truck, which is driving around and unlocking watchtowers and upgrades. Because usually the watchtowers and the upgrades are located in some sketchy places that you have to try to get through. And if this thing is going to be that vehicle that can kind of go anywhere, then it would be perfect for that purpose. But we will see. I'm going to give her hell to her. I'm not going to take it easy on it, because I really want to see what this thing can do. I want to see if it's going to serve the purpose. Worst thing that happens is I roll it off the edge or something and wreck it all to hell. I'll just recover it back to the garage and sell the damn thing, because I have my pickup truck. And a pickup truck's not going to be as good as like a Land Rover or a Hummer or something cool like that, but it seemed to do all right coming up the mountain and coming through the mud, so I reckon it'll work. Now see, she's sliding. She is sliding. But we'll see. If it makes it all the way over to that other... I done forgot what I did. Either an upgrade or a watchtower, one of the two. If it makes it over there with no problem and I don't flip off the edge or get stuck, mainly if I don't get stuck, because if I flip off the edge, it's probably because I was going too fast and not watching what I was doing. But if I get stuck real bad in it and it just isn't going to work for me, then I'll just sell the thing and we'll have more money for other trucks and upgrades, because there's like 40 or 50 different vehicles you can buy in this game, all kinds of different things and all kinds of different upgrades and customizations you can put on them. And after we get done with this, I'll show you guys that process. It's pretty awesome. So I'm definitely going to want to be making a lot of money doing jobs on this, and if you can sell a vehicle that you're not going to use, all the better, right? That's going to be a good amount of money for you. Now this thing looks like it's doing pretty good as I crash into the mountain. But I'm not going to hold that against the truck, because that just might have been operator error. I'm not saying I can't drive, but I don't always pay the closest attention, and I kind of go too fast for the road a lot. Now see this right there, that is deep mud. And it got through. It bogged down a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. Now I bet you, the way as squirrely as this is, I bet you I go off the edge. I don't know if it'll happen right now, but I bet you before I'm done with this thing, I either roll it down a cliff or I get damn close to rolling it down a cliff. Yeah, that's a lot of mud there. I'm just spinning. Let's put her in all-wheel drive. And with all-wheel drive, she's moving. See those things right there, the yellow squares, those are different missions and different tasks that need to be done, different jobs. What you do is you drive into it and you accept the job, and then it tells you what you need, the different materials you need to pick up and take to a different site to build things, that kind of thing. I'll get into that as we go. Right now, if I can get up on this road, come on baby. Right now, I'm just trying to unlock the last couple watchtowers and upgrades on the map to open up the whole map. And then we will definitely have plenty of missions to do. That's one thing about this game, is there is no shortage of stuff to do. There's tons of different missions for the town and for different companies, different farms, different people need work done, they need stuff delivered. There's a lot to do. And this is only one map. You saw when I pulled up the map how vast and massive this thing is. It's only one part. Each section has like 3 or 4 maps this size in it. And as I said before, there's Michigan and there's Alaska and there's Russia, and I'm sure that there'll be more. This game is brand new. There'll be a lot of DLC that comes out for it. And I'm really enjoying the game, so I'll probably end up getting the majority of it, and we'll play it and have fun with it. Which way am I supposed to be going? I was talking and not paying attention. I think I got to go up here, right? We'll see. I think that's where it's telling me to go. I am hell on those rocks, ain't I? I mean, worst thing that happen is I go all the way up here and it's not where I'm supposed to. Oh, there we go. I told you. Let's see if I can get back out of here. I went right out. Good thing that tree was there, because I went right off the edge. Let me winch myself out of here. If that tree wouldn't have been there, I'm telling you, I'd have rolled all the way down the hill, because I was completely off the road, going sliding sideways. There was no chance. Come on, baby. Am I even on the right tree? I'm trying to get to the tree across the road. Where am I? This is the winch system. Let me go ahead and show you this. You pull this up, and all these little dots here, the first set of dots are placed on a truck. All these dots are different winch points, different trees and stuff I can winch to. So this is how you can select exactly which tree you want to winch to, or which pole or whatever, to get going the direction you want to go. If you do the quick winch, a lot of times it doesn't do exactly where you want. It kind of goes to a spot. And as you saw right there, I kind of quick went to the tree that I was already leaning against. And that did me no good. It just almost threw me down the hill. So sometimes it's good to pull up the whole menu. Sometimes it's not. And another fun thing about this game is your plans go awry very quickly. You could say, okay, my plan for today is I'm going to rebuild this, or I'm going to do this thing, or I'm going to go unlock this thing. And you go there, and then there's all this cool stuff that you run across, and you say, oh, wow, another car. Let me pick that up. Hey, there's an upgrade up there. Let me go get that. And next thing you know, you're 3 things away from what you were originally intending to do. Is this another one of those pinch points, or... It looks like I got room. Let me slide through here. Come on, baby. You got her. No problem. Yeah, so this thing did a decent little job. We're right here. Now this is another upgrade. I'm going to try very hard not to screw this one up so you can actually see the upgrade screen. Let me put my parking brake on. You pull up this upgrade screen. It tells you what the upgrade is. When you hit the button there, it takes you... We see this is for my Chevrolet. So this is for the pickup truck I have. So it's a new engine, it looks like, for the pickup truck. That's pretty sweet. Hopefully, the other upgrade I picked up earlier that I did not get to see what it was because I slid backwards down the hill instead of putting my brake on. Hopefully that is either for the pickup truck. Maybe, you know what would be sweet? They have a new suspension for the pickup truck that I would love to have that will actually lift it up higher so that I have a lot more clearance. That would be sweet if I could have that. Right now it's locked and I have to find the upgrade for it. So that would be awesome. Or maybe an upgrade for this thing would be cool too, because I might keep this thing. It did a decent little job. But you kind of got to ask yourself, do you need it? Now, what you just saw me do, I just recovered the vehicle. That's where you take it back to the garage. This is the customization screen. You can see new engines. I can get the SnowRunner gearbox, which is a gearbox which is for off-roading. So I got that. Go ahead and get that thing. Let's look at the tires here, see what we got. These are all highway tires. They don't really do much good. These are all terrains. Now you see there in front of the bumper where it says on-road, off-road, mud. That's telling you what the rating is for those things. So I think what I want here, if I can't get a true off-road tire, is I want to find something that is good in the mud. Because that's going to be the most useful for me. So that's what I'm going to do. Pick that up. Let's see what else we can do here. We got winch. Okay, spare wheel. Nah, I don't really want a spare wheel. Frame add-ons. Let's see what we got here. Roof rack. A roof-mounted truck carrying supplies. Huh. I'll take that. So that way if I break up my truck or if I am running low on gas, I have it up there. I can just put it right in. Give me a snorkel for the thing. Snorkels are super important, but as you saw there, it was locked, so I can't really get that one. I'm just going through all the different options, seeing most of it is locked still. There's fog lights. That's sweet. I'm definitely getting fog lights. That way, either at night or in the morning when it's real foggy. Because a lot of times in the morning on this game, it's super foggy. And they come in real handy so you can see where you're going. Now let's look at some rims. We got this, or oh yeah, number 2. Those are sweet. Definitely get those. Now we got to paint this puppy. Let's see, we got my favorite redneck orange. Gotta love that. That's a possibility. Let's see what else we got here. Hey, staring purple, right? For staring into the abyss? Maybe. I'm kind of partial to the orange. I really like orange. Oh, look at that. That looks like one of them dreamsicles. Remember those? God, they were good. I think I'm going to go with that. We're going to do the dreamsicle scout. That's a sharp looking thing. So then you leave the garage, and it puts you out at this point. This is my garage area. That truck right there is my freight hauling truck I was telling you about. So we're going to ride over by it here so you can get a look at it. And maybe on the next episode I do of this, we will actually do a mission where we haul some freight and stuff so you can see how all that works. but I'll get in it and drive it around a little bit just so you can see it. It does not come with the flatbed on the back. Here I want to show you this because this is how much of the game I've done already. It's not a whole lot. As you can see up top here, you got Michigan, Alaska, and that's Russia, I believe. So there's 3 different places, all kinds of maps in it. I've only done 18% of Michigan, and most of that is unlocking watchtowers and upgrades and doing a couple projects that were bridges and stuff that was blocking the road so I could get through, just to kind of open the map up. And for the rest of the maps, because each location has multiple maps, and for the rest of them, what I will do is I will go through it all with you. I won't do it on my own. You'll be able to see it all. But when you first start a map, it's completely black. When you pull it up, you can't even see roads or anything. It's just black. And you have to kind of drive around and unlock it as you go, and it's a long process. I've been doing this now for 2 days, playing for multiple hours every day. And in 2 days, this is how far I've gotten. Let's go back over here to the pickup, and we're gonna go ahead and recover this too back to the garage, because I don't want to drive all the way back there. It's a long way. So let me get out of this hole I done slammed it in. And then we will recover this to the garage, and we're going to go through the customizations on the pickup as well, because I want to see what that other upgrade was. It wasn't for the Scout, so I want to see if it was for the pickup. I know I got the new engine for the pickup, for that last upgrade, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let's see, engine. Yeah, see down here at the bottom, the custom? That's the one I picked up. And that appears to be much better engine. It uses less fuel, and it has a lot more power. It's an A, and this one up here I believe was a C. Yeah, C+. So, yeah, this is way better. So we're going to switch to that engine. So we have a lot more power now. See our gearbox. We have the stock, and then I have the SnowRunner for that, which is the same thing I put on the Scout. Oh, look. What did I just say? The raised suspension. Isn't that sexy? So that was the other upgrade we got, was the raised suspension. That is awesome. That is going to be clutch, man. That is going to be huge for keeping me out of the mud. When you have more clearance, especially when you're going over the rocks and tree branches and stuff like that that are in the road, more clearance is super important because you get hung up on all that stuff. And I imagine more clearance is going to help a great deal in the mud as well to keep me from getting stuck. Now this winch here runs off the battery. The regular winch, if you flood your engine out and it cuts off, or say you flip the truck and the engine cuts off, your winch no longer works. That winch will run off your battery, so even if your engine dies, you can still use the winch. And let's say you get stuck in the water and you flood it, you're good to go. You can still use it, but it's not as powerful. So I'm going to wait for the more powerful one. Now these are the snorkels. What a snorkel does is it allows your engine to still get air and not get flooded out by the water. Super important. So I got one of those on. We're going to go through the miscellaneous things here and just see. We got like, most of this is like little cosmetic stuff that really doesn't matter. You got different bumpers. Doesn't change the stats of the vehicle. Doesn't make you get through the mud any easier. It's just for looks, really. See, on this I already have the beacons and the fog lights, but the beacons kind of annoy me, so I'm waiting for the regular fog lights to be unlocked so that I can put those on the truck. Sometimes you can find upgrades like we did in this episode. Sometimes you have to get a certain experience level. You gain levels through experience. Those are some sweet, sweet rims. Did you guys see that? I'm kind of flying through this as I'm talking. I know that's probably not the best way to do it. I'll do better in the future. But I like those rims. Look at that truck. I like that. I like a nice big raised up truck. See, a lot of people in the city don't understand because they don't have to drive where they need clearance. A big raised up truck like this, I'm going to see if I can flip it. I know that's a bad thing to do, but I just want to see with it being raised up if I can flip it over. But a lot of people think a raised up truck is just people showing off and being stupid. but whoa. Wheels came up a little bit. It is extremely important if you are going off-road, because when you're up higher, you're not going to get hung up on rocks and branches and stuff like that as easily. So you're not going to get stuck as much, which is great. And if you get into deep mud, you're going to have a lot more clearance to get through before it really bogs down into your frame. The problem with being raised up like this is it makes you a little more top heavy, a little more apt to flip and tip over. That's why I was kind of giving her hell and turning and seeing if I could flip her. That way I know when I get out there what's going to happen. But she did good. She did not flip or anything like that, so that is very, very cool. So that's about it. That's all I'm going to do for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. If you are a subscriber to the channel and you listen to the radio show and you like the paranormal stuff we do, maybe you'll like this too. It's something I do in my spare time. It's something I enjoy. So maybe you'll be into it. And if you're not, that's okay. I'm not going to stop doing the radio show. I'm not going to stop doing the paranormal stuff either. All of that will still be on the channel. Every week you'll get a new radio show. You'll get new episodes of a TV show when we get them done. You'll get new videos, that kind of stuff. Everything will be the same for you. But this is just a little bit of extra content I'm going to throw on. I'm going to start doing some videos like this as well, because as I say, I do it anyway. I'm going to be playing these games regardless. So I might as well record them and make more content for the channel, and maybe bring some new people into the channel, people that enjoy video game playing and stuff like that. And if you're one of those people, if you found this because you searched for this game and you're watching this video, welcome. My name is James Hershey Jr. I am an international selling horror author. I've had 4 novels that were on the bestseller list. I do a radio show called Staring Into the Abyss that is in 40 countries. And I also play video games. I really love video games. I've been doing it since I was a kid. Please subscribe to the channel and listen to some of the shows. I think you really dig them. We do paranormal shows. We do history shows. We do science shows. We do all kinds of cool shows. So welcome and enjoy. If you're only here to watch video game stuff and that's all you ever watch, I'm going to try to do more for you. That's cool. But you're welcome to check out everything else. That being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this. It's something completely new and completely different that I've never done before on the channel. And we'll see how it goes. We'll see how you like it. If you enjoy it, I will definitely do more for you. I play video games every night. Every single night of my life, I'm doing this anyway. So I can give you a decent amount of content this way if it's something that you want. If not, that's cool too. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I love you and I appreciate your support. And until I speak to you again, love many, trust few, and do harm to none. God loves you, and so do I. Bye-bye.